Hello, dear AIESEC in Austria. I'm presenting here my strategy, which I divide in two different parts. The first part is the functional part, the second part the personal part, since it's two different perspectives. I will just jump right into it. I have divided it in three undercategories. The first one is increasing external exposure and gaining through that credibility. The second one, capitalizing on the potential of partnerships. And the third one, synergies. For the personal part, I've put the purposeful partnerships, daily action contributing towards leadership development, and the third part would be transparency and connection to local entities. So, regarding purposeful partnerships, I can just see the current state where a lot of companies are misusing, so to say, AIESEC in Austria as a marketing platform to gain access to the current talent pool of young professionals. And we not really believe in our values. We have though a few partners like Österreichische Nationalbank and Kommunalkredit who actually believe in our vision, and that's why my solution is to reach out more to companies which have actually the same or similar vision like we have. Therefore, I can talk about my personal experience at international conferences. We had the Unilever, we had the Coca-Cola, we had the PwC, which are actually very similar in their visions. And furthermore, regarding PwC, for instance, Germany has a partnership where PwC is funding a refugee project as well as global citizen opportunities. The second part would be daily actions and contributing towards leadership development. So to have really a purposeful mindset, what does it mean? It means that you are always focused on the LDM and that you always have the AIESEC values in mind and you're clear about it, and that's the first thing you communicate about AIESEC, and not that we just are an exchange organization. The other part would be transparency and connection to local entities, where transparency means for me to have more monthly newsletters, which are actually downscaled to the team members so everyone knows what's going on in AIESEC in Austria, and having quarterly reports from every MCP at our national board meeting, so 4 times a year. Plus, still we have to consider that there needs to be a balance between transparency on the one hand and team integrity on the other hand, so that both goes hand in hand. The other thing is the constant communication and connection, especially when it comes to coaching visits. It should be much more focused on local entities outside of Vienna, since the Viennese entities have the opportunity to approach the MC very easily, and also from MCVP side to have weekly consultancy spaces. Now going back to the functional part, therefore increasing external exposure and gaining credibility, the biggest solution and the biggest point about that would be Youth Speak Forum, which is actually strategically set in March. So you can actually push Summer Peak and have Summer Peak plus Youth Speak equals a Youth Peak. So you can push not the credibility in front of stakeholders, but also push the exchange results for Summer Peak. Other things would be media partnerships with, for instance, Forbes. Presse has already a partnership with you, maybe that could be upscaled, and Media in Progress is founded by an AIESECer, so I can see a lot of relevant partnerships there. University relations, I can just speak about my personal experience. It helped a lot to get published in a university internal media, which helps you a lot to gain more credibility in front of the stakeholders, which are the students. Then organizing a networking event by AIESEC is also a huge thing, which can help on the one hand to foster the connection and the partnership with the current partners, and also invite potential partners to engage them much more. And the last thing would be networking event schedule for each entity. So especially in Vienna, and I know also in Graz, there are a lot of opportunities to join for startups events. And therefore, there are a lot of opportunities where you can network and sell our programs and projects. Capitalizing on the partner partnerships, I can see especially potential, since we have already a sales academy, to have a marketing academy, which is both educational wise for us good and money wise. Then being much more present on internship days, there I can see a lot of potential to have a partnership with fair founders, so to say. In-kinds wise, upscaling with Coca-Cola should be one priority, and getting an additional partnership with Hofer or Spar to actually help the local entities covering in-kinds for national conferences or local conferences. Promotion material wise, I can see a potential, for instance, with Lexmark. Lexmark has already been in the history of AIESEC a partner who provide us with promotion materials for free. That could be an opportunity. Transportation companies like Austrian Airlines and ÖBB, for instance, Serbia has a partnership with Air Serbia, which is amazing, and we should strive for that as well. And I'm talking to the current MCVP BD of Morocco. They raised an MC office through collaboration with a private university. So why can't we do that? Or at least try. Finally, the synergies. I can see, of course, the biggest synergies with IGRP, where BD tries to see and identify the demand, so what Austria needs, and the synergy would actually in defining what we do and what we provide our partners. So the synergy between IGRP and BD. Of course, there's synergy with area. I just picked as well MCVP as external representation, especially when it comes to promising partner. It's a good thing to have the MCP on site. And for marketing, actually providing marketing academy, and for sure spreading YouSpeak. Okay, that was a quick overview, and hope you have fun.